Okay, hello, καλησπέρα to all. So, today, first of all, I hope you're all doing well. And, okay, today, so we have to see a lot of games. So, we're gonna see today Age for Greeks, Nomadic Cup Tournament, all the games from round 2. Okay, we have a lot of games to see. And by the way, let's say that we have someone on the chat that speaks only Greek. If you have any question, type it in Greek and we're gonna answer in Greek. Θα απαντήσω σε οποιονδήποτε έχει οποιαδήποτε ερώτηση, γιατί εντάξει, το σωστό είναι αυτό. Okay, so because we have a lot of games to see and I saw the games, I didn't see the games, I know I saw the matchups. So we have some amazing matchups, some pretty good matchups to see. So I was not talking when I opened the stream because I was getting everything fixed. So we are ready to go. By the way, I have some music on the background. I hope that the music is not heard on the stream because it will get the video demonetized. And I hope that, I think you cannot hear it. So that's good. If you can hear it, let me know to close it. Okay, so before we see the brackets, how far they are, how they look right now, first we're gonna need to see the games, because if I show you the brackets, you will see the scores and all the suspense will go off the window. So we're gonna see the games one by one, I think. How many games? I'll tell you right now. So we have 9 matches to see, which is approximately 2 or 3 games each. So I'm gonna see the games. Now, if there's a big elo difference to the players, we're gonna see the games in a little bit fast forward. And if I'm not able to show all the games today, which I think I am, I will show all the games. I think we'll see them tomorrow if I can't show all the games. So I'm gonna see all the games one by one. We're gonna see the brackets last after the games, and then after once we see each game, we'll see as well the elo of the players that they're playing, and the drafts, of course, and the civilization drafts and the map drafts. So we're ready to start with the first game. So the first game, actually, we're gonna take them as they posted them on Discord. So the first game that they was posted about round 2 is the first game that we're gonna see. And the first game is our Greek team, actually. One of our Greek teams. We have another one. So the first game is Semi-Noobs against the Tag, which is the Taiwan boys, and it's a pretty strong team, I must say. So let's see the drafts first. Actually, I have to have the chat on the background as well. Καλησπέρα, φίλε, καλώς τον. Okay, so we need to see the drafts first. Actually, it's Yasu Monunas. Hello, man. So it's we cannot see the draft because they didn't post it. They just posted the games. Nice. So, well, it's not a huge problem, but you know, it would be nice to be able to see the drafts. Anyway, so I guess we're gonna just see the games. So give me a moment because they didn't write a title on the file, so I have to find the game. So here it is. So since we do not have a draft, we don't know which map was played first, but I'm guessing this is the map that they played first, probably. So let's check it out. So, as the game goes, let's change the titles. Casting. So we have Tag versus no, it's not a play all three. It's a best of. Nice. So we have game number 1, Taiwan Tag against the Greek team, which is the semi-noobs. Now, about the elos. I know the elos of all the players. So, Sorakuma, Wei Chang, and Yupuring are all above 2k2, 2k3. I think Sorakuma is 2k4 if I'm not mistaken. And Whisperer, Konpizza, and Mojo are close. They're among, I think, 14, 1500. So, the difference of the elo is high. But again, in Nomad games, I've said it many times, anything can happen. So, let's check a little bit first the positions and the civilizations of each player. So, for Mojo, we have Berbers. For Whisper, we have Magyars. And for Konpizza, we have Hindustanis. And for the opponent team, actually, the good thing for our team, for the Greek team, sorry guys, I'm a Greek, so I'm a Greek fanboy. Of course, I'm gonna say our team. So for our team, the players are spread away, which is good, but Mojo is between 2 opponents at least. And so we have over here Yupuring, which is a Lix Huang kind of player. So he's from the games I saw from him, so he's trying to delay, so he will go for towers and such, but this is a different map, so we'll see what he's gonna do. And they have Vietnamese because they know where the opponents are. Oh boy. So let's see here. Nice. Mojo was able to take a board from Yupuring, which in a position like this, when you are so away from the center resources, it's very crucial because his other board is far away. It's over here, which is actually Mojo's board, and I don't know if you can see it though. Yes, he can, and he's going for it. Nice. So let's continue. So we have Yupuring with Chinese. We have Sorakuma with Vietnamese, and Sorakuma was playing the other day a show match against Fox, and I must say he nailed it. He played amazingly. I liked very much the way he played. Oh, he sees it. He wants to block it. Nice Mojo going up and down. I like how Mojo is playing good. If he's able to take this board, but Yupuring doesn't want to allow this. And he's going for the lake. Oh, the pathing. Yes, the pathing we know. And Mojo is doing a great job so far. He was able to take 2 boards from Yupuring. 1 board at least, and the other one he denied it. Very nice. Amazing. And the last player we have here is Khmer, which is Wei Chang. Wei Chang, I think he played only 1 game to the show for the show match. And he has a good start position. He has lakes, but he's far away from the wood lines to the edge of the map, which is very crucial in the later stages of the game, because he will be very vulnerable. And he's the first one to go up, which is very good, so that tells me that he will go for scouts to take some up control and delay the opponents. Yes, I'm guessing his 3 vills down because he idled. I'm not suspecting that they had any vill fights or he lost any to the boar. Actually, we can see the kills. No. So they had no fights. Huh. So I'm guessing that's idle. But at least he was able to take 3 boars. 2 boars at least from his opponent. And actually it's 2 vills. So it's not that bad. Of course you don't want to stay behind. And of course when you have Yes. Oh, yeah, right. What am I thinking? He's Chinese, of course. So even if with Chinese, if he's like, with Chinese, you should be 1.5 villager ahead. So if he's two, he barely left idle. Of course, if you, it's a huge bonus because as well you're taking it and you're denying it from the opponent. And in this situation, it's very good. Yes, but he's Chinese, that's why there's a village difference. And I'm surprised that Mojo didn't click up faster because he had so much food. Maybe, okay, you're playing in a tournament against a very good team. Kalispera Yorgo, hello. And yeah, he's forced to go and take this wood line, which is very dangerous if you have one opponent going scouts. So let's go a little bit further out to see the overall strategy on the map, what is going on. So Wei Chang is going for yellow. Okay, I'm not gonna pronounce them all by the names all the times because I'm expecting later games will have some weird names that I cannot pronounce. So I'm gonna call them by the colors for now. Ooh, oh, he's going for the second stable strategy. Okay, so he wants to delay. He wants to end the player if it's possible. So Sorokuma, he's going for the blacksmith and the market, so he's going for an fast castle. Yopuring is doing the right thing, and in a position like this, you need to go for the archers to try to delay your opponent. And unfortunately, Mojo is still not in feudal age, so although he was able to take the deer, he was not able to use the food wisely because he has 700 food on the bank, and when you are close, so close to someone, you should not go for a fast castle. We have another stable for Whisperer, and he's the one who's fighting with yellow. And oh, we have, so this is a bad thing. If we have 3 players and 2 of them are going scouts, so there's a problem because Konpizza is going for scouts as well, and he's even taking the attack upgrade and going for a second stable. So Sarakomo will be in the middle of the map and Castle Age very soon, and he will go for Rattan Archers. But having 2 players going scouts, I don't like. Mojo is struggling here. He's putting down towers, and all of this because he was so late up. He will survive for now, but he will not be in any position to do much. So everything is going on the shoulders of his teammates. So even they fight here with 2 colors, like yellow has to fight 2 opponents. The fight was very close. 5 scouts remaining, 2 more are coming. And so 2 players are trying to delay 1 player while Sorakuma is free and he's going for, oh boy, he's going for a castle in the face of Mojo, so he will be completely out of the game and they will do the thing that they do best. They will control this side of the map. I'm betting maybe they will wall and they will safely boom and provide reinforcements to yellow to take control of the map. So the only player so far... Hello, well, thank you for the follow, George. So the only player that is Castle Age is Sorakuma. And if Konpizza was going fast castle as well, this would have been better because instead of bringing scouts right now, he would have brought camels and the fight would have been better. So a castle in the face of Mojo, so he's forced to flee. And Yopuring doesn't need to make any more army, I would say. He can just go up to Castle Age, since all of this is gonna go away because of the castle. The castle is gonna destroy 3 towers, the town center, and force Mojo to go away. Oh, and he's chasing, which is good. If he chase and you manage to kill as many villagers as possible, the more behind he will be. So Sorakuma is now putting down the second DC, and things aren't looking good for Taiwan. Okay, yellow may be struggling a little bit, but still he's in control. He's not losing much. He has his wood line here. He has his scouts. He can provide a few spears. Actually, no, he can't because he didn't make any barracks as a Khmer. So things are looking good. For Taiwan. So he brings all the scouts back to kill 2 archers, which is not good. Again, you can provide 1 or 2 scouts. So 30C coming down from Sorokuma. Actually, I want to lower, excuse me guys, I want to lower a little bit the scroll because from the start I thought it was slow. Now I think it's too much. So I'm gonna go, it was 2, I'm gonna go 1.5. Yes, better. Maybe I might lower it a little bit more later. We'll see. So Taiwan has reached the moment that they are very good against. They're very good at playing. I mean, not against. So Sorokuma is making a 30C and he's booming. Nice move here by Whisperer, delaying and trying to snipe a few villagers, but unfortunately he will not be able to kill anyone. Any villager. The 30C will go down. Now Mojo is making the second DC. So they have the player in Castle Age and he's booming, and it's very, very dangerous in maps like this. You always need to have one player in your team booming as well if the game gets into a position like this. So if, for example, Konpizza went to Castle and provided a few camels and TC's behind, the game would have been not balanced, but a little bit better. Not balanced because Mojo is completely out of the game for now. So Wayne Chung is doing his job. He's fighting off 2 players at the same time. Ooh, that's and he has no upgrades to his scouts, not even one. And Konpizza has everything: bloodlines, +1 attack, +1 defense. So he wants to take these fights. Okay, so we have Yopuring also in Castle Age, and he's making 2 TCs instantly, so he's doing the wise thing, the correct thing. So because he's so far away from the middle of the map, towards the middle of the map, because that's where all the action is, and the opponents, he's taking his time booming, so he just he's not making 2 TCs, he's making 3 TCs, so he's gonna go for 4 TCs boom. So in less than 10 minutes, he will have the economy to play whatever he wants. Konpizza just reached Castle Age and he's making a TC on a gold over here. And he's trying to find some a position to strike. Good thing is that he has many scouts that he can upgrade, and he is already doing it. And Lightcav just came in, so he can snipe a lot of villagers here from Wei Chang if he plays correctly. So at least 3, 4, 5 villagers down. But the problem is that he's behind in economy. 4th TC here for Sorokuma. I don't like this TC much, but hey. A 5th TC down from Yopuring, and he's instantly making 2 stables, so well, I don't know how you call this strategy, but he's gonna have 5 TCs and 3 stable production. I don't think he will be able to produce from everything from now because he's only 53 villagers. But this reminds me a little bit of what it's called, mini boom, we call it. When you go for a couple of TCs and a little bit of villagers. So you are like 60-70 villagers, and then you don't go Imperial, you just spam stables and produce cavalry or camels everywhere. So it reminds me a little bit of this. So Sorokuma is here with his army. A siege workshop here from from Pizza. Second AC down for Whisperer as well, for green. But you can see the villager difference is getting bigger and bigger. Okay, a few raids here from green, from Whisper, but he's not able to do much, unfortunately, because Sorakuma has DCs everywhere, and he's even making a castle here. Now the camels are coming in from Yopuring, from Chinese. Okay, so Chinese camels against Hindustani camels, they are no match. Hindustani camels are so much better, but if he has economy to produce from 4 or 5 stables, well, he will win in numbers. And because you can see, because he only had like 2-3 camels in there, the Chinese camels were able to destroy. Even double monastery, that I don't like. Why would you make a double monastery since the game has reached this position? But still, even with a double monastery, actually, it's able to heal his units. Maybe convert a few camels. But a double monastery is more like an all-in type of game. You need to rely a lot on monks, and soon here you will have 3 armies. Well, 2 at least, because Yellow is still in feudal age, and he's just clicked up. Radan Archers over here, and Light Cav as well from purple. Oh boy. A lot of villagers down, so the village difference is getting even bigger. So you see in this game, in these kind of games, how important it is to understand the situation of the game. If you either have to make army or if you have to make military. Another castle from Sorakuma, so he's taking control of the map. So Mojo is in the game here. He came here with camels. He has 2 TCs, but still the difference is very, very big. Sorakuma up to Castle Age, to Imperial Age. Excuse me, hiccups. A castle here from purple. But I must say that the way it looks like the game is over, because Taiwan is so ahead economy-wise. So they don't have a 1 player, Taiwan. Which Yellow is in a worse position now that Mojo. Mojo is at least 2 TCs and he has some army presence. But blue and green are so far behind compared to purple and red. Purple is sitting at 154 villagers, which is huge. You can say it's a little bit overboomed, but for now it's good because you're gonna have a lot of resources once he reaches Imperial to do whatever he wants. Oof. Cavalry coming in for the raids. Yeah, 42 villagers and 87 against 125 and 147. And soon Yopuring will be in Imperial as well, so you will have more villagers and an age advantage. You will be an age ahead. And I like what Yopuring is doing. So you see that they know how to play team games and how to control map. You see he has houses and outposts everywhere to see if they come to pick resources from that side of the map and to see if any attacks are coming in. So they're playing, which means they're playing to win. So we have Rattan Archers, fully upgraded Rattan Archers over here. So Green is not in not a position to do anything, unfortunately. Although he will be very soon to Imperial Age, they decide to call the game. So GG, first game goes to Taiwan. And actually that was a pretty nice start from Mojo. I like what he did, which he denied 2 boars from Yupuring. And if he was a little bit up faster and with a plan on how to delay and control this area, maybe his allies would have been able to help. And even if he had some army presence in feudal, he will be able to deny this castle from Sarakuma. Okay, so on to game number 2. So we have game number 2, Taiwan against the Greek team, one of the Greek teams at least, the semi-noobs. And we have Nomad Mido. So Nomad Mido, it's a more aggressive map, like I've said before. So let's check the players first of all. So we have Sorakuma over here with Mayans. We have you put in here. Ooh, I remember in the show match, Fox against Taiwan, someone was here. I think, yeah, one player was here at the exact same position with the exact same color and the exact same civilization. But I think it was Sebastian, if I'm not mistaken. So he had the Burmese purple and he was in this position. And the fun thing is that his ally, which was Kuman, he was over here. Oh, is this a copy game? Like, what's going on? Yeah, Burmese was over here and Kumans was over here, and they were allies. And actually the third player was up here, so okay. So we have Kumans over here and Sorakuma with Mayans. And now the Greek boys, we have Mojo over here with Malians. We have Whisper, not Konpitsa, excuse me, over here with Franks. And we have Whisper Tatars over here. So in this game, in this map, you want to have a TC close to the edges of the map or the wood lines. You don't want to be in the middle, like Mojo here. Or Sorakuma. But if you have the villagers all close together, it's better to make the TC at once instead of walking for miles. So very important is to have the control of the lakes. And Konpitsa over here has a lake, but he's only one fishing ship, and Yupurin here has 5. So all the tag players are advancing to the feudal age at the same time, and only Whisperer is about to be at the same time with them, and Konpitsa and Mojo just clicked up. So let's see the action. So what is the plan? I like the walls here from Sorakuma. So he's making a blacksmith and a market, so he's gonna go for a castle. And yep, he just clicked castle age. So he will try to put a castle maybe because he knows that someone is here. Maybe he will try to make a castle in the front of Mojo's base. And Mojo is going for a militia, which is not a good thing at this time at least. And he's going for a double range and a blacksmith, which reminds me of Arabia kind of game, which is not bad. If you are able to produce army faster, you will force your opponent to make the castle on his base and not on your face, and you will be able to delay him and to raid his gold, for example. But if you're not in correct times, well, this will happen, and he's just making a castle here, and he will produce plumed archers, and he will clean everything. So Yupuring will take control of the lake over here. Wei Chang is fishing alone. And the bad thing is that Whisper hasn't made a dock. And in this map it's very important to have some fish gathered, because it's a huge bonus. So we have scouts here from Whisperer. Castle here from... Okay, the castle is not at the exact same position. It was a little bit lower. But still the same gameplay and the same civilization. Yeah, because so that what Mojo is doing right now, he could have done way faster. Because plumed archers have a greater range, I think, if I'm not mistaken. 4+1. No, they have the same range. But if he takes the second attack, they will have more range. Oh, feudal boom, and I'm guessing when he's out to castle. Actually, I don't see any stables, so maybe he will boom. 30 TC from Sorakuma in the middle. Arambais over here are coming to the center of the map. And at this point, they know that 2 players are here. They don't know where the third one is. So all the Taiwan players, they have a control of a lake, which is amazing for their economies. Now they're trying to pressure Konpitsa, but actually they're chasing the plumed archers, which is if you have so many units chasing a few units is not good. Like I said before, like having 15 scouts chase 2 archers. Now you can put like 2 scouts and control your army somewhere. How did he get in? Maybe he opened somewhere, but the scouts are dead. So we have a 3rd TC for the Kuman player, even a 4th, which is very good because the Kumans have, because of the boom, they have so much resources right now of the feudal boom. 2nd TC for purple, 3rd TC for Konpitsa, and we have cavalry archers from Tatars, which is a very good unit. It's situational actually. It's if you are able to take all the upgrades, and because he's Tatars and there is not so many hills, but there's a couple of hills in the map, they can have a huge advantage. But if you allow your opponent, which is Burmese, to mass up Arambai, well, the Arambai, they do some sick spread damage. They can kill 3-4 units at once, so you need to be a little bit careful. You have to play with range and ballistics. So a nice move here by Mojo. So he made the castle in the face of Sorakuma, but Sorakuma is very ahead in villagers, so he will deny his first TC, which is this one, but all the villagers over here are protected by another TC and the presence of his army, while he's taking control of the center of the map with further TCs and castles. With castle actually, maybe he will make another TC later, we'll see. He decided to make it there because he has way too many villagers over here. So in order to protect them better. So we have yellow. He's on the way to Imperial Age. Stables are coming down and I'm expecting we'll see paladins. Yep, knights on the queue. Knights over here are chasing purple. And still you can see the villager difference. It's 49, 56 and 34 against 97. Okay, yellow just boomed, he didn't make anything. 62 villagers and 80 for Sorakuma. So you can understand that Sorakuma is a very good player because even under pressure, which is the TC over here, he had the time he needed to expand his economy and to be able to have army and villager production. Another TC coming up here for Konpitsa. Castle in the center from purple. That's very good. So we have Cavalier coming in instantly for yellow. So they will not be able to hold the Cavalier or the Paladin at all. Because once like 10, 15, 20 show up in each of the Greek team's bases, the game is over. Like, because no one is reaching to Imperial Age and no one has the military to hold the Cavalier back. Plumed archers are coming over here. So we have another castle over here from Sorakuma, and if Konpitsa sees this, he might be able to deny it, but he doesn't see it. So he will be able to deny this TC and kinda this one as well, because he will be denied from his main base. Yeah, Paladin all the way instantly for yellow. The Iron Bind and the Plumed Archers here are doing work, delaying. The Cav Archers cannot fight the Plumed Archers over here. This is a better fight for Soraguma, but he's too close to the TC and he's even losing some units to the TC, which might be very good for Whisperer. Well, that's a very close fight, and I think Whisperer might take it. Yep, because the Plumed Archers are hitting on villagers instead of cavalry archers. Sorakuma is walling this side of the map. Oh, Sorakuma actually did a fish boom as well. That's why he was so ahead in villagers. Very, very good. That's why you need to take control of the lakes to deny that. And yeah, the game is again over. So they just yellow is just waiting for Paladin, and then he will come and destroy. Yep. So, like I said, the green Whisperer is out of the game because of the Paladin. Now the Paladin has reached the next base, which is blue, and eventually Mojo as well. So, yep. Purple and red are all on the way to Imperial Age as well. So the game is over. GG, well played to Taiwan, and well played to our team because they went up against a very, very strong team. Taiwan is maybe one of the best teams out there. So well played to both teams. And we have the 2-0 for Taiwan, and they passed to round number 3. So I need 5 minutes. I will prepare the second game to watch it, and I need 5 minutes, guys, and I will be back at once. Hello. So I'm back. So we're ready with the second match, and we have okay. So Faraday's team is BK and Alive, but the other team is this name. So let's change the titles. We have BK plus Alive. So BK and Alive are known international teams. Actually, I mean that they are known. I don't know if it's for a specific country, but players from both teams have joined up, and we have La Padilha de Tortuga. I don't know how I'm gonna call this team, but we'll figure out this in the game. So we have game number 1. By the way, if they didn't post drafts as well, I think. Yep, they didn't post as well, so we're not able to see the drafts. But we have a very interesting game here because both teams are very strong. So Faraday, Paganini, and Alive are all, I think, around 2k2, 2k3. And Bloodless is 2k1, Blackheart is 2k1, and Vinegar, I don't know if he's high load as well. But you can, from the overall elos, you can understand that the game is gonna be of a high level. And the teams are gonna be very close to each other. So, let's check the teams first. So we have Orange over here with Hindustanis. We have Yellow over here, the Bloodless with Aztecs. And we have Blue, Blackheart over here with Lithuanian. So they're pretty close to each other. And okay, I thought that Green was laning his board, but no. So this is the position that they have. They're very close to each other, and with an opponent very close to them. And over here we have Faraday, Green with Gurjaras, and he knows that someone is here because he sees a dead board. We have Paganini, red, over here, and we have Alive over here with Chinese. Paganini with Magyars, by the way. So, now, the situation here is a little bit complicated because since they're this team, oh, I have no idea how to pronounce this team. Like, put something that I can pronounce. Anyway, I'm kidding. So, Bloodless, Blackheart, and Vinegar, they have an opponent in between them. So this is complicated because it can turn out in two ways. Either they will completely obliterate him and he will be out of the game, but they will be a little bit behind in economy compared to the opponents if they play correctly. Or Faraday will be able to delay at least one opponent and he will survive. And if you have a player next to you surviving, it's not a good feeling. You're not feeling safe in the game. So, first map, it's African Clearing. If I didn't say, I think I said it if I'm not mistaken. So African Clearing has the woodlines again in the edges of the map, so you need to go outside to the outskirts of the map to have to be able to gather some wood. You don't want to stay in those small patches of trees. So, by the way, I think these trees have more wood, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they have 200 wood, so they have 100 more wood, but still you don't want to stay there. So we have orange on the way to feudal age, yellow on the way to feudal age, and from the opponent team, red is on the way to the feudal age, which means that as a Magyar he wants to go for scouts. And he's making the barracks already. So let's see what the rest of the team is gonna do. So we see another barracks here from Hindustanis, from Orange. So I'm guessing he will make a stable as well. Yes, he's not gathering any gold, which means he will go for a stable. We have a blacksmith over here and market, very nice, from the Bloodless. So he will go Castle Age. Is this gonna be a tower? Yep, a tower in between the TC and the farm. So he does not deny specific resources, but he's denying very important space. He denies these berries, he denies this farm space, and he has this safe area to, if he has an unfavorable fight, to bring the opponent close to the tower. So it's a very good, not a very good, but it's a decent tower. It's not denying resources straightforward, but he's denying a lot of space. So he's pressuring Faraday even more, and it's very good because he has another ally. Orange has another ally to the other side of the map. So he's walling. So he's playing very defensively. You can see that he doesn't care to go to Castle H. He doesn't care about anything. He just cares to survive, and to survive with a decent economy at least. And you see here that with the scouts coming from... okay, let's slow down a little bit. So, from the scouts coming in from red, he's even able to deny this gold from Blackheart, and he will kill at least 2 villagers, maybe more, because of the position over here of the... He's not able to put down the TC. Not the TC, excuse me, the tower. Because of the overall palisades and the house of the situation, he's only able to build with 3 villagers. So he will lose 1 more, and the castle and the... Why? I said everything. Castle town center, only... I need to say wonder maybe, I don't know. So the tower will be up, but at the cost of 3 villagers, which is very, very bad. So that was very good for Faraday. That's what I meant. Either they will kill him or he will be able to slowly delay. So he delayed. The good thing is that Blackheart is Castle Age and he will make mangonels. And he will try to pressure back because Faraday is no way close to clicking up. Nowhere close. So we have scouts here from Hindustanis. Actually, the way... I don't want to be criticizing, but I'm saying what I'm seeing. So, I think Vinegar must be a little bit lower on elo because I see that he's struggling a little bit to keep pace with the game because he has less scouts than Red over here, which is Magyar's, and I do not see any farms yet, which is bad because you're exposing too many villagers. So the mangonel over here is pressuring, but the wood line over here, it will be completely destroyed. So that's a crippling move to kill so many villagers. So 6-7 villagers will go down. That's very unfortunate for BK, not BK in alive, so for Team La Padilla. I'm gonna call them Tortuga, whatever. So yes, so this is very bad for Bloom. So even his castle age, he has many villagers idle. He lost to the gold. He was forced villagers to the gold. He was forced to make a tower. Now he's losing all the villagers over here. So he's slowly getting in a very hard position in the game. And he's even forced to gather wood line from here. Now we left the bloodless and alive. So they are the plays that they are booming. So Aztec boom against Chinese boom. The good thing is that I was thinking about the Chinese going Cavalier here, maybe, or even Chukunu. Actually, I don't want to say something that will sound stupid or weird, but I have many strategies going here on my mind because he will face the other booming opponent, which is the Bloodless over here. And the good thing is that Alive is in 40 Cs and the Bloodless is sitting at 3, and you can see the difference, 46 to 55. And actually the Chinese have a better boom because they started with more villagers, so if they go for the exact same strategy, they have the edge. So light cav over here for from Paganini, and he was able, Faraday, with the help of his ally, to survive. He's not yet up to Castle Age, and he still is far away from Castle Age. Maybe if he sells his stone, he will be able to click up to Castle Age. But he did an amazing job in coordination with his ally, and Blackheart is very far behind. You can see 26 villagers, and Faraday Green is sitting at 35. Okay, he's 1 age behind, but still, Blackheart is behind. But still, he can boom because he's Castle Age, which means he can add more TCs, but he will need some units to defend. Because even those 6 light cav, I don't expect that we will see anymore. Maybe, yes, 1 by 1. So he's not. Actually, he has a 3 in the queue, so he will produce a lot of army. I thought he might be turning it into a boom, but he's not. And I like that Faraday has 3 villagers here gathering gold, which is very good because he will have a safe source of gold income. And Faraday's archers reached this position. I mean, look, he's even denying villagers from orange, which is very good for him. And all the light cover here, and the knights, and the wood line is still not walled. You need to wall this if you don't want to lose 10 villagers. Okay, he just reached Castle Age, and he will start maybe producing camels. Yes, and they decide to call the game. GG, well played from Team BK and Live. The first game goes to them. And they did a very good job because they had an opponent between them. They didn't play it together. They didn't. I don't know if they had the strategy that didn't work, but they didn't play. I'm missing the word. Anyway, they didn't play together. So with the help from Paganini, with the Magyar Scouts, which they get the +1 attack, which is very good, they were able to delay Blackheart so much and even kill at least 10 villagers from him. 3 here, 6 here, and even delay Vinegar a little bit. But yes, so well played to BK and Alive. So we go to game number 2. So, for game number 2, we have the classic Nomad. So, let's see the positions of the players, and let's see the civilizations and the strategies they will might go for depending on their position. So, we have Paganini over here with Persians, an amazing civilization for Nomad. We have Koreans for Alive here, another very good civ for Nomad, and we have Lithuanians here. Actually, now that I see the overall civilizations, and yes, I can identify the civilization by looking at the symbol. And they have very good civilizations, both teams. So this is the position for BK and Alive, and now for Tortuga. We have Blackheart over here with Portuguese. We have the Bloodless over here with Malians. And we have Blackheart, not Blackheart, excuse me, Vinegar here with Italians. Oh, they have both amazing civs for Nomad. Now, they are spread evenly on the match, I would say, except that the lower part of the map over here, which has no players. But they are separated, so they don't have an ally nor an opponent very close, except you could say from this northern side of the map. So, Italians, of course, he will be the first player to click to Feudal Age with a little bit difference from the second one, at least 20 seconds, something like that. So he will go for water, and you can see that the players that they are going so fast to Feudal Age, they will play water instantly for water control, because water control in this map is very, very important. So, the dock position. So we have Malians over here, which is the Bloodless. We have the docks down here from Portuguese. And Orange is over here. So he will instantly start producing galleys. And from the opponent's side, Lithuanians, which they get to Feudal Age so fast because the Lithuanian one has plus 150 food, which means you can go up to Feudal Age faster because Feudal Age costs food, 500 to be exact, and the Italians have a discount for the job. So you can see that's why they're the ones to get a very solid uptime. So where is blue? So blue is down here. So there will be the main opponents, and he knows that someone is here, but does Vinegar know that someone is here? No, I don't see an indicator. Maybe this villager, yes. Maybe this sheep that maybe he lost here, maybe an indicator that someone is here. And the fights will start very soon because Faraday, he's going straight up and they meet up. So this will be a balanced game because both are going for the exact same strategy. They both just reached fletching. So they both even decide to avoid this fight and go and snipe the opponent's fishing ships. So Paganini is up to Castle Age, so he has a stable ready as well. So he's sending one spear, not to kill anything but just to scout, to see what's going on the map. It's very cheap and it has a decent line of sight, so you can use it as a scout to see what is going on. And he will produce knights, and maybe he knows that Bloodless is over here. He's even killing not a sheep, excuse me, a deer with his spear, so he's denying food from green. The Bloodless green is going for fire galleys, yep, and he has Alive next to him. And Alive is not going to produce any military on the water because he's going up to Castle Age as well. So let's see how the game is going here. Now, Venegar did a very good move, and of course Faraday did it as well, which is when you have so low numbers of galleys, it's good to produce one fire galley to attack the enemy from close and to give him something to shoot at, because you can just micro with the galleys behind. Monastery, okay. So Paganini is gonna play pressure game, so he's making a monastery to make monks, not just to gather relics, because Nomad doesn't have enough relics, just not many relics at least, but he will want to use it to convert, to heal his knights. Maybe he will add the siege workshop very soon as well. A tower over here from Alive, denying the wood and the... Oh, that's an amazing tower, because he's denying the wood and the gold from Orange. And Orange, he's the one who is playing water, so not having gold and not having wood is so bad, because eventually he will not be able to produce any more units. And so Faraday will get the advantage. He will kill his galleys if he gives him the fight, and then he will be able to clear the water from the opponents. Very nice move here from Blue as well. So he's facing over here Orange, and he uses 2 galleys to snipe fishing ship from his opponents, which is an amazing move. So Blackheart has a fire ship here, but still does not use it to kill Paganini's fishing ship, as Bloodless is doing over here for purple. A second is no, so no, we don't have a siege workshop for Paganini here, and I spy with my little eye that 3 TCs down for Portuguese instantly. 2 TCs, I mean he has 3 overall, but a castle out his door, literally. The castle next to his wall, so he sees that the castle is coming up, and war wagons will soon come to delay him. With a few knights here, Paganini is able to delay the Bloodless, but he has 2 monasteries, and he will be able to produce monks to steal some knights from red, or even steal enough to start a counter-attack of his own. A siege workshop over here from red. And the fun fact is that they are so close to each other and they are opponents. I like the tower here from Koreans. Like, this villager must be from the dock, if I'm not mistaken. This tower here is amazing. If for some reason maybe Faraday he's afraid or his allies didn't told him that, you know, I denied him golden wood at least for a short while, because right now he has the numbers advantage and he's not attacking. I see now that he's going forward. So red now knows that orange is behind him, so he's sending knights to snipe a few villagers at the cost of one knight, unfortunately. I like this stone wall here from Blackheart, so he has all this area to save boom. Oh, he went for another tower here, but Bloodless knows. Okay, so I was like, maybe this tower is 99%, but no, he still has some time to build, and he sniped the villager. So he saved his ally some annoyance and position of the map. Position, I mean, like he has enough area to work now, because of this tower would have denied this part of the map, at least for him. But now it's much better. 30C coming down for alive. And now Faraday, he's taking control of the water completely. I do not see fire. I do not see Vinegar's galleys, so I'm guessing he lost them. And I do not see them in the minimap as well. So yep. So BK and alive will have water. Oh nice, I see redemption coming in for green over here, so he will be able to convert enemy buildings and most importantly enemy siege units. Faraday is on the way to Castle Age, and the things are looking once again very good for BK and alive. Oh, he... Wait a minute. What happened here? Did he destroy the TC? Maybe yes. Or did he delete it? I'm not sure, because I was like, okay, 2 mangonels and he let the TC go down. Maybe he deleted it, I'm not sure. And Paganini instantly deleted his 2 mangonels. So I don't know what happened to Bloodless's TC, but okay. Still, he's in a decent position. He's now even has, if he produces more monks and makes a few spears, he can just go forward and convert the opponent's buildings. And I see that he's gathering stone, a lot of stone, so he wants to go for a castle forward. So Castle Age coming for blue and for orange, and orange is in a very bad position. He's losing a lot of villagers and he's just sitting at 23 villagers, so we could say that he's out of the game. Unfortunately, he had the good idea to go for water with Italians, but unfortunately the map and the position did not favor him, because he was in between 2 opponents. Now he's sitting at 17 villagers, which is very, very bad. So Blackheart has a castle here and he's forcing another castle from alive. Now, the winner of this fight will be the first one to reach Imperial. Oh, he did get that tower up. So he sent another villager to get the tower up. So yeah, this is very annoying. Second and third TC coming down for Faraday, and I see that he made War Galley as well. Yep, a castle coming here for the Bloodless, but he's in a very dangerous position. He needs to be very careful of the mangonel, he needs to convert it. And if the tower goes up, which it goes up, he needs to build like crazy. Oh my god, what was that convert? I think... I don't know if he converted earlier, but because I didn't hear anything, but as soon as he clicked the conversion, he converted it. The bad thing is that I do not have the option to rewind to see exactly what happened, but... Oof. So he gets the castle up, so he's denying He's delaying his opponent. But I feel like not Faraday, excuse me, BK and Live, which is Faraday in the team. So they're in a better position. A second castle coming. I don't like this castle. Like, it's 9-0. If you want to make that castle, somehow kill that tower or completely ignore it and come put it over here. But I'm guessing that he has no idea of this position. Oh, he knows actually. You could have come and built a tower here. Ooh, guard tower from Paganini. Okay. The Portuguese player will be the first one to reach Imperial Age from this side, and Alive hasn't even clicked up. So he will be able to push back. And actually, if he pushes back here, the game might change a lot. Is he converting the tower? I think he's converting the tower. Yes. Man, I haven't seen this in a long time. Okay, he lost 2 or 3 monks at least and some units, but he converted the tower. Lol. Fortified walls for the Korean player, and the problem is that yes, you have fortified walls, but you are behind in Imperial Age, so your castles will go down very soon. So how many castles does yellow have? I see 2, so he will lose both his castles alive over here very soon, and I do not know if he has. I do not see the economy. Okay, he has 74 villages, but still not enough to produce a defense after you lose your 2 productions. So yellow has the advantage over here, Blackheart, and he will be able to push back alive and put him behind. And you can see the difference in the score as well. Like, he's 2000 score ahead from him. The Bloodless here is doing an amazing job, not holding, but he even turned the game and he started pressuring. So he forced his enemy on castles, on a castle, on many towers, and even upgraded them to guard tower. So he still does not allow his opponent to reach Imperial Age, and he is up to Imperial Age himself. So the TCs, the towers, the castle will be all gone very soon. But the problem is that Faraday is on his way to Imperial Age as well, and he's sitting at 94 villagers, and he will be able to start producing cavalry to come help his allies. The good thing that Orange is behind is that he was able to save some villagers over here, but he's behind Purple's base. But soon he will connect with his ally, because I do not see anything that... Oh, there's a hole here. Because I don't see anything that Alive can do to stop the pressure from Blackheart. And and Alive just clicked up now. So yeah, but the died is cast, and soon he will lose his base. Another forward castle here from Blackheart. Stables coming in for Faraday, so he will want to go for Paladins. See a conversion somewhere? I hear a conversion, but I don't see it. Anyway. The Ram here is getting the tower down, which is very good. Ooh, some war wagons here. They're gonna be very annoying. If he does not pay attention. So Bloodless just reached Imperial. Oh boy! So you need to be very careful with this. But the good thing is that he has Gbeto, but he does not have enough, so he will lose this castle. Because Gbeto, they do very good damage against the Rams. So if he had like 5-6, he would have saved the castle. I saw him getting a lot of monastery upgrades for the monks, so he would like to invest in them. What? What is this? Did he? Let me see the architecture. Okay, maybe he converted the villager. Oh, that's very good and very annoying. He converted maybe a villager and he made 2 barracks here, and he starts spamming condottiero, and condottiero are very annoying. They don't need a lot of upgrades. It's a very decent unit and it runs fast. So he's delaying Faraday to give Blackheart the option to create a counter unit for the paladin that they will soon come for him. He's trying to take down the tower, but Paganini has even murder holes. I see Cavalier from Blackheart, which I'm not a huge fan of. Okay, it's a decent unit good unit to raid, but when you have to face the Lithuanian Cavalier, you don't stand a chance. They both have all the upgrades, and of course if Faraday brings now another relic, he will have +1 more attack. But I think it's a little bit of a waste of gold. Now, if Faraday wants to come and say and help Paganini, he needs to bring a good mass of units, because if he brings like 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 units, he has monks to convert them, if he pays attention, that is. So he needs to be careful. And I see the Rams coming in for the second castle, but I do not think that they will be able to take down another castle. Maybe a Treb, but not that castle as well. Yes, the Treb will go down here, unfortunately, because Bloodless is not paying attention. He's paying attention somewhere else on the map. And the Cavalier are here from Faraday. And like I said, you can bring small groups of units and he can convert them. And with the help of the castle, he will clear everything. And after he converts, he puts them in the castle to save them. And now that the Cavalier from Faraday are gone or betrayed him, now he can clear the ram and he's in a good position once again. But he needs another castle somewhere forward. The Bloodless, I mean, to start trebbing these towers and this castle to gain this position of the map. Poor Orange, because I see that he was moved away from here with the castle and now he's down here. Excuse me. So he's out of the game, but his teammates are doing a good job. Paladin all the way. Now, what are you going to do? Yes, pikeman upgrade, I see. So he needs to produce and bring in the front halberdiers very soon, because if he takes this fight, the good thing is that he has a hill here that he can force the opponent to fight here, if blue decides he wants to fight. If not, once Paladin comes in, he will be in a great disadvantage and he will lose everything. And I'm suspecting that once he sees Paladin, he will not even take this fight, he will just go back. Yep, Paladin. Oh, he will fight. I don't know if that's a wise move. Well, the good thing is that he's in the range of the castle, so this battle is not so bad in favor of Faraday, but it came pretty damn close. I'm guessing because of the castle, or he had many units low HP while Blackheart was healing his units. So yes, just like that, 3 paladins remain, and he has a full production behind this. So well played from him. Yellow did an amazing job here. Full condottiero from Bloodless, so he's taking down the keeps, not the keeps, excuse me, the guard towers with condottiero. Cannons over here, so the castle is down, and the game has turned around. This was a very good game from them. Still, you can see the score going up and down, which means the game is getting very close because they were in a disadvantage, and now they're in a very good advantage. You have Blackheart has faced the war wagons here, but they are not elite. Still, they have all the upgrades, but not elite. And with Cavalier and the Halb here, he can pressure them all the way back. Yep, and he starts cleaning and pressuring, and Bloodless is doing the same thing here. Paganini is forced out of the game. He's at 40 villagers, and he's losing his towers, his villagers, so he's out of the game. So all the action, the last action is here, and Purple is very behind in terms of not so much, but he's in terms of upgrades because he does not have the elite war wagon and production. He's losing his castle one after another. So Bloodless and Yellow, Green and Yellow are in far better position than Purple and Blue. So what I'm expecting is to see another good fight here for Yellow, and the game will be over very, very soon. Faraday is doing the good thing, going for the Trebs, but still he has so much production behind this, Yellow, and now Condottiero even come to the base of Faraday, so he will have to focus on his base as well, which forces mistakes like this, fighting on a hill and under the castle. Problem is I do not see much army from Faraday. From the Bloodless. Where is his army? He does not have an army. He has like 3 cannons, 16 condottiere. Oh, they're over here. Oh, maybe he didn't see them? I don't know if he forgot them, but he needs more production and more army. And his economy is very, very good for so long. So I don't know if he's just holding back, but he has resources. Look at these resources. So he just... Okay, now he brings camels forward. So, yep, there's nothing Faraday can do against camels. Yes, he can do hulls, but with this position of the map, no, he can't. Because his ally is getting pressure over here all the time. And this is Mali and camels. So they have 7+7, so they shred Paladin. Oh, now the hull, but now this might be a good fight for Alive, but still. Oh, actually it was not a good fight. Oh, he's missing many upgrades, no armor and no attack. He had only 1 defense, that's why. While Yellow has all the upgrades. GG is called, so they delayed the game a little bit more, trying to maybe a miracle could happen. I've seen games turn around, which I would never expect them to turn around, but Tortuga played very nice this one. Don't expect me again to pronounce all of these names, so it's 1-1. That was a very good game. I think they came back because they were in a worse position. But because of the faster Imperial Age from Blackheart and from Bloodless being able to hold and start pressuring back, it was the game changer. So well played to them. So we go to game number 3 then. So we have game number 3, which is Land Nomad. No water in this map, so it's full land, so you need to go at once for food. So let's fast the game a little bit up and see the civilizations and the positions of the players. So we have Blackheart over here with Burgundians. We have Bloodless over here with Poles. And we have Vinegar over here with Vietnamese. So he will be able to know the positions of the opponents. And he sees that over him is red. And now, once we're here, let's see their civilizations and their positions. So we have Paganini over here with Spanish. Spanish is a very dangerous civilization for Nomad. Nomad style maps. We have Faraday over here with Khmer. And we have Alive over here with Mayans. So now, because they know the position of the enemies, they know that Alive is over there and Faraday is over there. So when you play Vietnamese in a map like that, well, it's like you are sacrificing mobility because your best units, of course, are the archers. Even maybe the elephants, but they're not that cost effective. Depends on your economy at least. So you're sacrificing mobility for the knowledge of the opponent's positions. So the good thing is for Vinegar that he has the Spanish player next to him, and it will be a race for a castle, I think, over here. Now, if he sees the stone over here, he would be even able to deny it, but he does not scout his opponent. Usually players much earlier they send a villager to try to lay some resources around the enemy's base and to see where the resources are. So Alive is up to castle with Market Blacksmith, Market Blacksmith, Market Blacksmith, Market Blacksmith. Everyone is going for Market and Blacksmith. Except, of course, the Khmer player, which is going up without a building because he's Khmer, so he does not need them. And he's making a stable. So all the players are going for fast castle. Ooh, I don't know about this. Yes, he is closing, he is defended, but also he is trapping himself. And okay, Red is faster to castle age and he's making a castle over here. And as you see, now he's walled, and he sees that he's walled. I don't know about this. Okay, he was delayed. Wait a minute. Oh, he has this back wood line which protects him, and he has a path over here for him, and he's making a second DC run back here. Now, this is different and this is good, but since he is not the one facing the conquistadors from Paganini, they fell on red. So red cannot boom, because right now he has 4 TCs forthcoming up, and he is forced to make something to deny, to take or kill the conquistadors. So this is very good for Team BK and Live so far. Even some light cav over here from Khmer. A castle over here for Vinegar, which is not a good castle, unfortunately, because it just protects him, and he is not in a good position because it's not in a good position because he does not have space, and it's not close to an opponent, so it's just for defense. But it's not a good castle, unfortunately. So the things are even so far going in favor of BK and Alive. 3rd TC coming down for Khmer, and 3 TCs are all ready for Alive, and for Burgundians over here, and a light cav over here from an opponent, just to see what green is doing. I see that Blackheart, which is Burgundians, he was taking fletching because maybe he was afraid of raids, so that TCs can do more damage. This is a nice wall here by Alive, so he's walling him in. And not just walling him in from this side, he just does not allow him to come hitting him. A castle over here from green, but military presence, but with one monk and a lot of villagers he was able to get it up. Another castle over here from Paganini, so he wants to force Orange out of this position because he does not want to have enemy presence behind him. Now you can see how a few conquistadors messed the boom from yellow because he's not far, he's behind in villagers from other players that are booming, like green or like purple. So you can see like a few conquistadors messed his game, which is logical. If of course you don't expect them. So I see mini boom from Khmer, so he went for a couple of TCs, he reached 80 villagers and he's spamming knights. 3 TCs over here for Blackheart. I would say it's good because he wants to go for Costelier, which is an amazing unit, but Alive over here is much faster to Imperial Age, and with an economy that no opponent ever saw, because Blackheart had to deal with maybe a light cav here and there, or he was forced to play a little bit more defensive. That's why he was able Alive to go, he was able to go much faster up to Imperial Age, and he has even halbs ready for the Costeliers, so he's in a far better and winning position over here. Paganini also Imperial Age, and he is forcing with Vinegar out of this position. He will trip back, but he can just bring back his units and fight this, because I don't know if he has any upgrades. Yeah, he has upgrades actually. Not all of them, but he has a decent damage. But if you have to have an ally like this back on the map, this is so bad. Like, you need space to work. Armor coming in for the Costelier. Actually, the Costelier might be able to clear this first fight because of the church attack, but the second one, they will be destroyed. Oh, the knights coming here from Faraday to clear the trebs from Vinegar. Nice move. So the Coastal Laird are going for a raid, which might be... I don't know if it's a good or a bad move. I think I'm not in a position to say, because either way the game seems very hard for green over here, because purple is pressuring and he's leaving his base unprotected by sending the Coastal Laird like that, and with the Coastal Laird he might be able to snipe a few villagers. Oh boy, and the pathing is bad, and he got some pretty nasty hits over there. More TCs here from orange. Yeah, they are all in one corner of the map, and BK and Alive have all the map to work with. Handgunners now. That's handgunners from from Blackheart, which they can kill the halberdiers, but they do very bad against rams because they have very high pierce armor. And I see some obus as well. So he will be able to hold for a couple of minutes or make the game balanced until Khmer player arrives. He has a lot of Cavalier, and he just arrived. Hello, AOA Balkan, welcome. The Cavaliers from Bloodless will be able to delay Paganini until he makes halberdiers or a ton of conquistadors. So Bloodless and Blackheart here are able to hold, but still they are playing from a corner of the map, which is very, very bad. Elite Rattan Archer, Elite Plumed Archer coming in for Alive. I see the Cavalier leaving, so they are going for a raid. But they can see that because he's passing right next from buildings and he's trying to go, which is a good move. Yeah, but soon they will be able to open. Okay, there are too many. The halberdiers here from Alive are shredded by the obu and the hand cannons, so he will lose this castle, maybe. Now with this move he's forcing two armies to come back here to deal with it, and almost he had his siege units very vulnerable. But okay, now the game is under balance again for both teams. Conquistadors just reached Blackheart's position, Blackheart's and Bloodless position. So you see that. How many villagers does Vinegar have? He has 105 villagers, but he has no space to work with. He has no production, buildings. He's in not a good position, and he needs to make an army presence very, very soon. As soon as possible, actually. He was able to save his castle, but still he has to pay attention to what is going on here. While Alive, he's preparing plumed archers. And I see that he has fully upgraded, except the last armor upgrade. And plumed archers can deal with obu and hand cannons. Okay, so he's going onto the castle to snipe the cannons. He sniped 2, but not the third one. Ballista elephant. Not elite though. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is Venegar slinging? I think he is, which is allowed at this stage of the game because all the players are in bird, but I see him here sending resources. Now he's making some military units over here, but he was slinging, but I don't know if I can see from the game soon when the game is over, if it ends soon, to see how many resources he has sent it to yellow and green. Elite skirmisher, which is a good unit to deal with the conquistadors, but Paganini, I think he's in a position to switch in any unit he wants. Still, he's holding this castle. He's getting stone, he's repairing. But I must say that Blackheart and Bloodless are playing well together. Orange here needs to mass up a little bit before he can push back. Now, I see that Faraday he's smashing little by little ballista elephants. If he's able to mass enough and make them elite, the game is very hard for Portugal. You can see that even with non-elite they're pretty good against infantry type units. I see that now he's starting to pressure behind Paganini back, but I do not see a switch from Paganini. Maybe he needs a little bit some Hussar maybe. Yes, some Hussar here would be great, but I do not see him making any moves to switch. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. So Alive and Faraday are both taking their unique upgrades, which is for the Magyans is the plus 40 HP for Eagle Warriors, and for Faraday is the double projectiles from the ballista elephants. He needs to be a little bit careful in micro. And I don't know how much stone Alive has spent it on that castle, but he understands how important that castle position is. And look at this, look how balanced this is. Ooh, I see some Cavalier coming over here for Faraday. So Faraday is like to orange. You need to finish off with red if you can and come play at this side of the map so we can win the game. That's the only win condition they have. Or if the ballista elephants do work, which they do for this so far at least. So blue went to help orange to get an edge over red. But still, a lot of conquistadors and not a lot of... Yes, a lot of conquistadors and not a lot of skirmishes for orange. So the cavalier over here are doing some work against the skirmishers. So Paganini still has the edge over orange. And now I see that he's going to the other side of the map. Maybe he's going for raid or he's going to join the main fight over here. Now some trebs are down and maybe some cannons as well, because I remember he had more, but I still see 5. Maybe he was able to snipe 1 alive. Now the trebs are down, so the pressure of this castle is finally over, and the game starts to look a little bit shaken for Tortuga. Oh, they even start trading. Well, someone is sending messages on Steam, but I cannot see them, at least now. At least for now. The markets are down, unfortunately, but he has markets over here, which is... So he's trading in a short distance, but still he's getting some gold. The cannons are a problem here for Venegar, and he has to make cannons of his own if he wants to deal with them. Or a lot of light cavalry skirmishers, because of his position of the map, he does not have gold. Now the castle from from Bloodless is down, and so the game looks harder and harder for Tortuga, and they call it GG. GG, well played to BK and Alive. GG, well played to both teams. Very nice games, especially the second one, which I think BK and Alive were ahead, but Tortuga came back. It was a very, very nice game. So BK and Alive, they passed to the next round, which is round 3, and we can go and see the next game. Yeah, who's disturbing me? Okay, so we can go and see the next game. So for the next game, we have Salz versus Tok Tok. Okay, and this time we have a draft and map draft as well. So let's take a look at the drafts first. So, Sals and Tok Tok. So, here again, with these two teams, we have a big elo difference. So, Sals is a very well known Russian team and it contains some of the best players in the world. And Tok Tok, I think some of them are French, I'm not sure, but they're much lower elo. They are, I think, around 1700, while Sals, they have different elos, but they're all above 2k2 at least. So Classic Pro is like 2k5, 2k4 if I'm not mistaken. They have Winchester, which is one of the best players in the world at this stage. So he's at least top 10 in the world. So there's a huge elo difference. So you need to bear that in mind. So for Tok Tok, we have Nomad. For Classic Pro, we have Mega Random. And we have African Clearing. So African Clearing will be the first map played. And for the Civilization draft, so we have banned Mongols, Persians, and Spanish and Dravidians. So we have, for Tok Tok, Malians, Italians, which they were sniped, Vietnamese, Hindustanis, Bengalis, Berbers, Japanese, Turks, Aztecs, Byzantines, and Celts. And for Sals, we have Lithuanians, Malay, which they were banned, Mayans, Koreans, Khmer, Portuguese, Kumans, Chinese, Franks, Vikings, and Magyars. So we can proceed and watch the first game. So the first game we said it's African Clearing, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So here we have the first game, which is Tok Tok against Sals. Actually, let me fix the teams. It's a best of 3. We have Sals against Tok Tok. Okay, so let's check the positions of the players. So we have Sals Wide. So Sals Wide is a player that I do not know. I do not know how high he is, but I can check it. So yeah, like I said, all the players are above 2k2. One is 2k1, which is Warrior. And White, he's sitting at 2k2 at this moment. So we have Warrior 2k1, White 2k2, and Classic Pro, which is around 2k4, if I'm not mistaken. So we have White here with Chinese at the center of the map. We have Classic Pro over here with Kumans, and we have Warrior over here with Magyars at the enemy positions. So we have Blue over here with Hindustanis. We have Turks over here with 4 away Byzantines, and I think this is Spirit Act, if I'm not mistaken. And we have Green over here with Berbers. So, and I saw that Warrior knows that he has an opponent next to him, because he X'd this position of the map, so he knows that he has an opponent here, and he's going up for scouts. Yes, he's making a barracks, And the first play was Classic Pro to Feudal, and he's instantly making a second TC over here, so he's gonna Feudal Boom. We see... I do not see the stable. Why he went back and forward? Maybe he's sending a lot of villagers. Yeah, because he delayed, maybe. So he's making a stable. So he's gonna go for scouts. A stable for Tok Tok Mark as well. So... okay, in double range in the middle of the map for wide. Alright. And he's going towards green. Green has a safe base for now, which means all the resources are in the range of the TC, but soon when the wood line is over, then the archers will count. But White has to face the scouts here, which he didn't know that he had an opponent over him, I think. But now he's... I don't know if he lost a villager, but he got his blacksmith denied. What? How did I change the color? Wait a minute. Mistakes were made. Oh, by clicking I can change the colors. Interesting. Okay. Oh, damn it, I'm a noob. Didn't I thought I changed the scene. Well, I'm a noob. So we will discuss the positions once again. So let's pause and discuss the position. So, like I said, so here we have Classic Pro with Kumans and he's walling and Feudal Booming. We have Warrior over here and he's going Scouts against the green, which is over his base, and we have White here and he's going Archers and he has neighbors over him as well. So he's facing Scouts from Hindustani's player. So, and for the opponents, their opponents at least, we have green over here who is fighting with Warrior and he's trying to defend because he has archers on his base from orange as well. We have AoE Byzantines over here who is going up to Castle Age with a stable, and we have Mark over here and he's going for scouts against the Chinese player orange over here. So that's the current situation of the game. Again, apologies. So Warrior and White are doing a very good work here because he has scouts and he has archers. Scouts from Warrior and archers from White. So even with one archer he can be very annoying, and they did a lot of damage because they delayed him a lot, but they lost their armies. So now it's balanced, but soon green has to move out to go for a town center to the safest parts of the map at the woodlands of the edge. So Grey just reached Castle Age and he's making TC, and I saw some light cap from him as well, yes. So he's trying to snipe a few villagers, but I don't think he has any upgrades, no. Actually, he might have only armor if I'm not mistaken. No, he has only the first armor. Okay, so the second was the pierce armor they have. So second stable coming in, third stable actually coming in for Classic Pro. So he will produce knights like crazy when he reaches Castle Age, which is in 40 seconds, very soon. White has a lot of archers, so he has a lot of army presence to deny a castle if he comes towards his face. That was what I was talking about earlier in the games that we saw. If you have army presence, you can deny everything that's coming your way. You will be behind, but still you can defend. So he's pressuring blue, but blue, he's not on his way to Castle Age, and I don't know if he has any upgrades. But with light cover here from Grey, they can clear this up. But Classic Pro arrives just in the moment to save his ally with knights. and knights are coming out all the time from Classic Pro, and a 30C down from him as well, so they will be able to do a lot of damage to blue, even putting them out of the game, because that tower will go down and the villagers will have to go back to the TC, and the wood line here will be soon reached by the archers. So blue is in a very hard position so far. 3 TCs down for grey. And they decide to call the game, yes. Like I said, the elo difference is very huge. Once again, in Nomad games can happen everything. But in this game, this map is it's more aggressive. So you see many players opening for Feudal. So first game goes to Sals, and we can go to game number 2. And for game number 2, we have Nomad. So we need to check the positions and the players. So we have Grey over here from Tok Tok with Malians. We have Blue over here with Vietnamese, and we have Green over here with Bengalis. So I must say they have pretty good sieves, all of them, except Bengalis might be decent, but not as Malians, for example, or Koreans or Lithuanians, because they get very good bonuses at the start of the map. But the good thing is that they see where the opponents are at the start of the game, and they know that Sal's wide and Classic Pro is over here, and that War is over here. So let's see the opponents. So we have a warrior, like I said over here, with Lithuanians, which is a very good civilization because you can go up very fast. But Bengalis will be the first one to reach feudal age, so that's surprising. White over here with Portuguese, and Classic Pro over here with Korean. So let's check a little bit the dock positioning. So Classic Pro and Warrior are next to each other, and they are allies. So we have another dock coming up here for Bengalis, which he tries to encircle red, which is a good move. And he already has 2 docks, so he's gonna make a 3rd one. And he's instantly producing galleys. A yellow, who I don't see his dock. Okay, he's over here. So they're allies with War, so he's going downwards on the map. So he's gonna go straight for green and help red over here. Oh, and White trapped the villager here from... no, actually Green trapped the villager from White. Nice move by him. Very nice. And Blue is over here fishing peacefully. So, actually not peacefully. He has his allies next to him, so okay. So, Vietnamese player is going for an FC because we see a market and a blacksmith. Market blacksmith from red as well, and red is on the way to Castle Age. So green was able to force red away from his fish, but yellow is coming for the rescue. Blue is on the way to Castle Age as well. And just now Warrior clicked to... So they're not investing so much in water because they didn't have the clear opponent next to them, because they had an ally. Both of them have both sides have an ally next to the docks, and they have like one dock infiltrating the lines, so they will play water but not that much. Hope he needs to be very careful here because the damage he took now is very crucial. Nice, he's repairing as well. Now, for example, bear in mind that the 2 players that are fighting here are green and yellow. Yellow is on the way to Castle Age, but green is not. And if we can see the resources, he is not close in clicking up because he only has 50 bull food in the bank. A castle coming down here for the Portuguese player and a castle coming down here for the Vietnamese, so they will face each other. So we have barrack, stable and workshop and a monastery for Malians. So he wants to pressure warrior out of this position, even destroy, kill him, put him out of the game if it's able, if he's able. A workshop down for white as well, so he will produce some rams and he will send them to the castle. And the only way to defend from this is if, yes, he makes a workshop and he makes a mangonel of himself to snipe the rams, because you cannot kill them with the villagers because you will lose them to the castle. Upgraded fire ships from Lithuanians over here. Two TCs more for warrior. I do not like the fact that he's shooting the monastery instead of the TC. He converted the knight and he sniped two monks, which is very good, but he will lose both his mangonels, which hurts. But it was a decent, let's say, fight. Another castle coming here for the Vietnamese player. No, actually, white didn't make rams, he made the mangonels, so he wants to pressure, to kill the rams and pressure his TC over here, which he can. But he needs to be careful because there is a mangonel waiting for them. Ooh, and he took the damage because he targeted TC. And nice micros here. And white wins. So another castleman, he's just gathering stone or he's buying. Because he's making oh, he didn't make the castle. I thought he got it up. So he has another castle over here, the second one. And still yellow, which is classic pro, is fighting water and he has 3 TCs behind this, and he's fighting with green. So they're both trying to take control of the water. Sal's white is deciding to move out and try to pressure from another side of the map, because with 2 castles here there's nothing he can do, for now at least. And he's going edge by edge from here, which is very nice, just out of the range of the castle and sniping 5 villagers just like that. And now the game changer, which is red, is going up to Imperial Age, and he will be able to produce cannons if he gets chemistry, if he makes a university, but he will be able to make trebs instantly, so the castles will go down. And I do not see blue being in any position to click up anytime soon. 4th TC coming in for warrior, which means he's defending and he's in a very good position. Even the castle here just destroyed his first TC, but still he's in a good position. You can see the difference in economy. So green is playing water with yellow. Green is 2 TCs, 3 TCs, excuse me, 65 villagers. And Classic Pro is 4 TCs, or 3 TCs, 94 villagers. So Imperial just reached from, and he's getting chemistry, yes. So he will make cannons and trebs from the castle. Imperial clicked for early Byzantines for grey as well. So some war wagons produced by Classic Pro. Not sure where to send them yet. Oh, he does not know that green is here. Oh, maybe he knows because there's a mill here. second castle for Grey. And purple is on the way to Imperial as well. Yep, the castles went down instantly, almost instantly. Too many cannons and trebs, so blue will be very soon out of the game. Some good shots here. Oh, actually, it took longer than I anticipated because of the nerf the mangonels, the Oregon guns have against the mangonels now. But still, nonetheless, blue is out of the game for now. He needs to move towards another opponent, and actually he has to go all the way across to the map to go to the position of his allies, which is green and grey. Even thanks to cannons, actually I think Malians have cannons as well, but Grey didn't make them. Thanks to the cannons that he made, he was able to snipe the trebs and press back the push. The good thing is that he's on a hill, so he makes the game even here, and they decided to call the GG. Yep, they were too far behind, and yeah, Classic Pro has fully upgraded war wagons at this point. The blue with Fetorias, even a third one. Yeah, the game was very much towards Suls, so they passed the next round, and we have 2-2 for Suls. GG, well played to them. And well played to Tok Tok as well, because once I like our Greek boys did, they went up against a very strong team and they tried to put up a fight. So GG, well played to them as well. Okay, so the next game as well has a big difference on skill level. So we have the drafts, which is good as well. Okay, so let's check the drafts first. So the teams that we have is DYS, which is a team we saw the week before they played and they won their set, and now they're playing against Mind Sanity, which is one of the, I would say, top tier teams. Maybe the first row teams I would say it's of course AM, Secret, and etc. etc. And the Chinese boys. I would say they're the second row. So it's a very solid team, and we have Nomad Atacama picked for as a home map for DYS. African Clearing for My Insanity, and the first map will be played is Nomad Lakes. And now the civilization drafts is we have banned Berbers, Lithuanians, Persians, and Dravidians, and the first pick from DYS is Vietnamese, which was banned, and we have Koreans, Bengalis, Bohemians, Teutons, Burgundians, Mayans, Khmer, Celts, Incas, and Sicilians. And for My Insanity, we have Spanish, Gujaras, Mongols, Portuguese, Burmese, Turks, Byzantines, Malians, Chinese, Malay, and Khmer. So I'm surprised that they didn't ban Spanish and they decided to ban Portuguese. All right, so we can go and see the first game soon. So we have the first game, which is Nomad Lakes. We have my Insanity. I'm gonna type it like this against the YS. So let's check the positions of the players, the civilizations, and the map. So we have Daniel over here. By the way, let's speak about the rate of the players. Daniel is one of the best, again, top tier players. So he's around 2k6, if I'm not mistaken, 2k5, 2k6. We have Anatop, how to pronounce it, I think it's Anatop. Anyway, he's a very good, very good team game player. I think he's around 2k1, but he's very good again in team games. And we have running over here with Malay. So, and running is again a 2k4 player, 2k3, something like that, maybe a little bit higher if I'm not mistaken. And Benzocat, Chipmunk, and DOYSBB. So let's check them out. They're a bit slower. So DYS is Bengalis, and they have two allies next to each other, which is not good. So we have Burgundians and Mayans over here. So the rate of these players is, I think it goes from 1200 to 1900. I think there are like 5 players, 3 of them 15 to 1600, one 1k9, and the other one 1200. So we can see the action is starting. So My Insanity is quick to take control of the lakes, and running over here, he has 2 opponents on his lakes, so he's clearing the lake on his own with 3 fire ships, putting the opponents in a great disadvantage already. Anatop is doing the same thing here, but he has an ally instead of 2 opponents on this lake. He's making fire ships, and Daniel is also fishing in this lake, and he's taking control of this lake as well. You see the problem when you have an ally so close to each other. He just reached feudal age blue, so you can see there's no much rest to go by if you are so close to each other. So teal is on the way to castle age. Green is also on his way to castle age. The good thing is that when they didn't invest in water, they can go up to castle age a little bit faster, but still I think water control is much more important. Daniel's on his way to castle age, and he's going forward. What is he going to do? Is that a TC? No, a castle. So he's going for a castle with conquistadors to be a little bit closer to the center of the map. He knows that someone is here. A castle instantly for Bengalis and a castle for Benzocat. I do not like this castle. Okay, it protects the gold, woodline and stone, but it's further behind. It leaves all this area unprotected. Maybe in this hill would have been a little bit better. And you can wall this. Second DC coming down for red. And running wall this area of the map. Okay. So he's in a very good position because now he will reach castle, excuse me, and he will have many resources to work with, so he can produce, he can put down a lot of TCs instantly, as you only want so far. Conquistadors are coming towards Green's base. And, I see Ratha coming for Bengalis here, and he was able to snipe one fishing ship because yellow was a little bit uncareful. Actually, I don't know if uncareful is a word, but he was not careful in any case. And I think they picked Ratha in I don't know if they went again for Nomad Lakes on their previous matchup, but I think they went for Bengalis again in a similar map. 30C coming down for running. Oh, we need to do... Okay, he was able to shoot at the Costalier, but he was not able to kill them. Does not have a crucial mass yet. But still he's doing a decent damage. Plumed archers for blue as well. 30C coming down for red. Ratha are inside the yellow's base, but still they're not doing much, and now he's moving away. While Daniel here is he's delaying and he's forcing two army presence here. Well, I don't know if that was right. Two army to be present at this position, while his allies are both booming. I'm surprised he only has one TC up so far, Daniel. Maybe he went heavily for the upgrades. Oh no, he has bloodlines, I think. Yes. So monks here for running to help him a little bit. Oh, they do destroy Rathas though. Oof. Oh my god. Obliterated. Do they have any upgrades? Some. Hello, Yuki Akita. Imperial Age coming in for running. For everyone in my Insanity team. And the game I think will be over very very soon because they gained such a huge advantage from winning the lakes. And now they will be able, with a boomed economy, to produce a lot of military. Yes, you can see already Karambits coming in. Daniel is making some demolition ships just in case someone goes close to the shore to have a good explosion. He might be able to... No, he decides not to take this fight. So if he tried, maybe he would have been a little bit able to deny this. Maybe not. Okay. So Karambits, you can see now, they are so annoying, they run very fast, they are so cheap, and they have half population space cost. So yeah, Teal is in a very bad position. Soon he will be out of the game, and next is Blue, and he just clicked up. GG Cold, GG well played to my insanity. Total domination from the start of the game, like Mem would say. And we can go to game number 2.
Servidor. Sí.
So for the game number 2, we have Nomad Atacama. All the wood lines in the center, so that players would mostly make the TCs towards the center of the map. We have 4 lakes in the corners of the map as well, with not a lot of fish, excuse me, but it's still a good bonus. It's good to go for it. Now let's check the position. Now you can see that 6 players are on the main wood line in the center of the map, and only 1 on the outskirts of the map. So we have red over here with Burmese. We have Daniel, blue over here with Turks, and we have running purple over here with Malians. And for the opponents, and they already know that someone is here, yep. They saw him maybe with a sheep or a passing villager, maybe a sheep actually. So they know that over here is gray with Teutons. We have over here we have Incas for green, and at the outside part of the map we have teal with Koreans. So usually you want to go for, some player wants to go for the lakes to take control of the water, so we have blue and purple allies fishing on this lake. We have gray that has this lake on for himself, red with teal at the same lake, and he must know that someone is here. And we have green over here having a lake to himself as well. So let's see a little bit about the action of the game. So a tower over here denying this wood line for running. It's a good tower, but still he has resources to wood lines to gather from the other side. He's walling as well. Range, and he's on the way to Castle Age as well. Green has a solid game so far because he made the tower. He's up to Castle Age, and he will probably go for crossbows. Daniel is not on his way up. Gray lost a villager over here, and he has another villager over here making an outpost, and I see market coming down for Daniel. Oh, that's why. So because it's Gray is going for towers, and he's doing a decent job so far. So he's denying all this space, this wood line, and if he puts another tower, I don't know if this will be able to deny the gold. He will deny the stone, but he's delaying. He's making a tower here, so he will be the delaying factor for his team. But I'm surprised that no one has produced a fire ship over here. Maybe they don't know about each other. Well, Till knows. Red is sending the villagers to fight, which is a good move. One build down for Gray, and one is trapped, and he was able to barely pass, and he trapped him. Daniel trapped him, so the villagers have nowhere to go except the ones that are in here. So another 2 villagers down for Gray. Ooh, castle in the face of, this is a very good move. With this castle, he is forcing him even deeper in the wood line. Maybe maybe here the castle would have been much better, but I don't know if he knows about that. Yes, I would have placed it here. Delete this palisade, ask for Malik to delete this, even the outpost maybe, and put it right here to deny all this and force him completely in the center of the map. So that castle is doing a lot of work. Daniel is he will reach Imperial Castle Age soon. A monastery I see for Chipmunk, and a second TC coming down for running as well with a stable. And Red clicked to Castle Age as well, which is very good. Now he made the fire ship after all this time. A fire ship from Teal. A castle over here from Daniel. So, ooh, he's denying this wood line. Ooh, this is an amazing castle because all these wood lines now it's controlled from Mind Sanity. So there's no wood lines for Chipmunk to gather from. The war wagons here. Oh, he wants to save this town center. He should have committed here. He should have committed because this, if he wants to save it, is because he's going up to Castle Age. Yep. If he was not able to go up to Castle Age, that's a huge. That could make a huge impact on the game and a huge difference as well. So the Teuton player with the towers, he's very behind and he has to deal with the knights from purple. Green is over here, has to face the Janissaries and he has no army to face, and I see that he's going for a castle over here, which is a very good castle, but he still has, he needs to find a way to deal with the Janissaries. That's a good castle, but still it forces Ryan to go to the southern part of the wood line in the center, but still he has space to work with, and he can even put Grey out of the game with a siege workshop and a mangalel so that he is about to prepare. A castle in the face of green from Daniel, so those TCs and 2 towers are out of the game as well. And Red barely managed to escape. He escaped and Daniel made stone walls over here, which is very good. So he was able to save the villagers and he has 2 TCs. He's very low on villagers though, but still. He is saved. I don't know why he's keeping his army here. This is a mistake. There's no... You're gonna take so long to get through the stone walls. Okay, now you're cooking. And the Teuton player just reached Castle Age. Okay. Oh, the camels, if you don't micro your war wagons, camels destroy war wagons. They have a very good bonus attack against them since they are cavalry. Cav archer in any way. So Anatop is not fishing in that lake any longer. And Daniel was forced out of this position, but still it's controlled with castles, so he can still place TCs and gather resources. So all the action of the game is in one screen. The green is pressuring over here with mangonels, which is good because there's a castle here for the Teuton's player, and I see redemption coming in for red, which is good. You can convert siege units and buildings. I must say that for the elo difference, this game is very balanced. Very well played to Tok Tok. Not to Tok Tok, excuse me, to TYS. Tok Tok played well in the previous game, but in this game DYS is doing a very good job. Now the most important thing is the one who will reach Imperial Age faster, because in Imperial Age you can make siege units. I mean, siege units that can destroy buildings easily and from a very far away with distance. Ooh, 3-4 converted, and he's holding. So Teal here is doing the correct thing, trying to delay even more with the towers and the war wagons. He's committing. So yes, that's another amazing tower. And actually, Teal is playing very good this game. Ooh, he went maybe for a TC here, but was found by orange. Not orange, by purple. What? Oh, what is this? Why? Oh, he walled the lake. I thought in this position was open, but no, he walled it so no one can dock the lake and kill his fish. Teal is doing wonders this game, but his allies are so far behind. Green has only these two castles and a TC far back, so he's not able to safely gather wood. And Grey is P3 TC booming, and he's in no position to do anything yet. So DYS BBB now he is carrying. I don't know if he will will carry him to victory, but we'll see. Now Teuton's player is up to Imperial Age, which is very important. Rams here from so this castle will go down. Rams from green. He will gain some space. And Imperial is about to reach by Grey and Daniel. And he has a lot of castles here, and he can instantly make cannons once he reaches Imperial. Boy, you need to be careful. Oh, this castle might be denied here for Daniel. And this game is a mess. Even Halberdier is upgraded. Wow, he has only 69 villagers, 70. He has a few fishing ship here, but only 2. Anyway, good job by him. 2 trebs, this castle will go down. Cannons coming in for Daniel. Raids from, that's a good move from running raids to delay the opponents and even snipe a lot of villagers if it's possible. And actually Red is doing a great job here with the monks. He's holding. Now he needs to be a little bit careful, but he has converted a lot of war wagons this game. But man, look at this position from Teal. Look how nicely he controls the map. The center of the map, at least. But his problem is gonna be Daniel very soon. And Korean's player reached Imperial Age, which instantly makes his guard towers keeps. Excuse me 1 minute. Okay, better. Oh, he wants to snipe the cannons, but he's sacrificing so many war wagons to do that. I don't know if that's a good move. And that move might cost him actually the game. Look, he lost so many. He should have waited, because maybe even if he tried to fight the Janissaries, he might have won. Because he has the 9+3, maybe he's just missing chemistry, and with bloodlines and husbandry, if Koreans have bloodlines, I'm not sure, I think they don't, but he would have been in a much better position. Now he's gonna lose his siege units if he's not careful. Green is in a very hard position over here. The good thing is that for DYS that purple has in no position, nowhere to gather wood, only in these small patches of woods outside the map. And I see a lot of bodies here. So I'm guessing he lost a couple of villagers. Yep. Ooh. Almost. I did not see where is the army from the Teutons player. He needs to fix his economy, put some halbs in back his base to defend from the raids, and push purple. But you see now how sacrificing those war wagons to get the cannons will cost them maybe the game, because now the mass from the Janissaries, elite Janissaries that is, it's getting too big. Yeah, for now they do not have the army to fight the Janissaries. Yeah, that castle is not gonna go down. For blue is coming, Daniel is coming with his Janissaries and his cannons, so the troops will go down. At least one. No, maybe two. Yep, there's nothing you can do to fight that. And slowly now they will try, they will not try, they will surely take again the control of the middle. Skirmishers coming in for red as well. He even has the range for the cannons, nice. Ooh, a few eagles here are trying to raid, but still I think blue Daniel is so far ahead, and he notices. Yeah, you can see that if you do not have siege units, like all those buildings should have disappeared a long time ago, but you're just giving him time. Teuton player should have pushed the purple all the way back. Now skirmishers switch, trying, but the game is over, I think. Green is trying to do whatever he can with towers here, which is go- he's he's trying, which is in a different state of the map, of state of the game. I mean, in time, it would have made a huge impact, but now it's just too late. And GG well played to my Insanity for winning, and GG well played to DYS with such a huge elo difference. Producing a game such as this, and DYS BBB played very, very well at this game. He was controlling the mid, and I think with if he didn't sacrifice his army over here with the cannons, he would have been in a much better position. I don't know if they would have win the game, but they were in a very good position. So GG, well played, and my Insanity passes to the next round. So I'm gonna take a short break and go drink some water because the talking all the time is taking a toll on my neck. And we're gonna come back, see one more game, and then call it for the day. And we're gonna see the rest tomorrow at the same time. So be right back. Okay, so we're back. So like I said, we're gonna see one more game, and then we'll call it for today. And then at the same time, at around 6 o'clock, 6:30, something like that, we're gonna see the last 3 matches. So the next game is actually, let me put up the drafts. So we have Amigos against Los Conxetumare. How am I supposed to pronounce that in game? Anyway, we're gonna figure it out. So the Amigos is once again one very known team. Very known team consists of very good players: Barrels, Somero, Mununes, who was in the chat, I think a couple of hours ago. Valas. I feel like some very good players that are missing. Apologies, but it's a very good team. Los Conxetumare is it's 3 players, and they are from 1800 to 2k. So I think one is 1800, the other one is 1900, and one is 2k, maybe 2k plus. So they're strong, but not as strong as Amigos, which has some of the best players in the world. So the difference is big, but not so big as it was before. So for Los Conxetumar, we have bans, first of all, Dravidians, Malays, Spanish, and Koreans. And we have Portuguese, Byzantines, Vikings, Vietnamese, Berbers, Franks, Khmer, Celts, Burmese, Ethiopians, and Huns. And Khmer were sniped. I don't know if it was by mistake. And we have Lithuanians, Japanese, Lithuanians banned, Italians, Malians, Burmese, Mongols, Bengalis, Bohemians, Kumans, Saracens, and Mayans. And for the maps, for Los Conxetumar, we have Land Nomad picked. And for the Amigos, we have Nomad Lakes. And the map that they will play first is Nomad Mido, the map we saw before on a previous match. So we have game number 1, which is Nomad Mido. And we have, let me fix the teams. We have Los. I'm surprised that I know that by memory. And we have the Amigos. So, first game, let's check the positions and the civilizations. We have Somero over here with Bengalis. Ganji, I do not see. So they decide, yeah, he's Xing the woodlines to his teammates. So Ganji was, you can see that 2 players were very late to put down ATC. Ganji maybe had no idea where to put his, so he made it there. Then we have Mununes over here making his with Persians, and he has a little bit closer, and that would have been an admin restart. But they're very close to each other. So once again, we have Ganji with Mayans, we have Mununes with Persians, and we have Somero with Bengalis. And for the what does he know? Let's see if they range. No, he does not know. And for the opponents, we have yellow with Franks, we have purple with Portuguese, and we have red with Celts. Actually, okay. So Celts is making a dock over here, so he's gonna have a lake to himself. Very nice. Teal, Somero has a lake to his own as well. Green and blue, Mununes and Ganji have the lake here for themselves. And I do not see. So yellow did not make a dock. teal has the lake down there, and blue over there. Someone and purple didn't make any docks. So 2 players from Los Concetumare, they do not have docks, which is very bad, because your food income will be at a lower rate than the opponent team. He sees a dead deer here, Mununes, so maybe he's expecting that someone is there. And let's see what they will do. Okay, he's going for the wood line here, which is nice and protected because he can wall this. And from the other side there's no opponent. So we see a Vil War here, which is allowed because we are at 10 minutes. In the Vil War, Somero is in a disadvantage, and if he is able to attack with a hill, he might take the advantage. But purple is careful. Nice walls here from Somero, so purple stopped chasing him. Okay, now Mununes must know who's next to him. So we have green and blue, which is and teal. So all the amigos are up to the feudal age, and yellow and purple another way to feudal age. I want to see what is the plan here. Two docks here for Somero, so I think this is the right decision. So he wants to take water, but he made only 1 fishing ship, so he does not lose that much, but still, it's an investment. Again, with a villager. He's chasing over here, so Somero is running all the way back to his allies or to his town center. We have, that's what I heard, we have Vil Wars here, so Mununes is fighting with yellow, so they are neighbors. Insta stable for green. Tower here for Franks. A barracks for Ganji as well. Although I do not know what he's gonna make. Don't know what the plan of the Ganji is so far. An outpost over here. Oh, so he's gonna find the other one. Ganji maybe is going water? Yes. So another villager walled, so he's going water for the lake, and he has already 2 docks over here. So, and red is producing, so they're gonna have to fight for the control of the lake. And actually the most important, the one who wants to win the lake and must is red, because he has a fishing ship here. Oh, there was a pause, okay. So Somero will be able to clean the lake because, oh, actually no, because purple made another dock as well, but Somero is 4 fire galleys ahead, so we'll see how this goes. Another tower here for yellow, but his villagers are exposed and he has no units, military units I mean, protecting them, and he will lose 2 villagers over here. 1 villager down, 2 villagers down. 4 meals, 5 meals for Mununes here, so he really wants to gather efficiently. Even another villager down, and another one. 4 villagers down so far for yellow. Ganji is fighting for the lake, and he's doing a good job repairing here as well. But the fight is even for now. But red needs to repair his galleys as well, his fire galleys. Ganji is walling the wood line because you never know what the third player is doing. Actually, not the third, actually the other 2 No, actually, yes, the third, because green is fighting with yellow, so we know what yellow is doing. Ganji is fighting with red on the water, so we know what red is doing. But the third player we do not know, so you do not want to see any knights come in your wood line all of a sudden and ruin your game. So we see a small number advantage for Ganji. Now it's getting bigger and bigger. Oh, he needs to be careful with the demo. Okay, okay. Oh, that's a good demo hit, but that will be a good demo hit from red as well, but red will take the fight with 38 HP left, but the fight is not over here. And all scouts from Nunes came all the way here to just kill a villager. I do not know if that's... Oh, maybe he knows that his base is here because he sees a scout. So then, yes, it's a good idea to bring all your scouts, because if it was only a dog, then 1 or 2 villagers would do the job. So Somero won the lake, although the lake does not have much food left. A tower here from yellow, so it's a good. He's still delaying. If he walled that tower in, that tower would have been very annoying, but he did not wall it, so the tower will be deleted or destroyed. And then we see that purple will hit castle just now, and Somero is on his way to castle age as well. 2 TCs instantly. I think he's doing the wise thing. Is he? Maybe a stable and some knight production would have made a mess over the middle here. Look at all those villagers. There's no way to wall this. Like, there is, but it will take so much time. So maybe a stable and knight would have been better, but still, a boom, it's a good thing as well. But archers from Genji and scouts from Mununis, they even do job here, because red lost 3 villagers. And the fight on water is still going on. Monastery and workshop from Bengalis. So Bengalis monks have a lot of armor. They have +3, so they die pretty hard. So when you combine them with siege workshops, all those towers will go down. And I think yellow is in no position to defend from that at all. Ooh, now that's an interesting move. Purple, from all the other side of the map, he makes 2 stables here, and he will produce something. And I see the armor coming in. I don't know if that's either light cav or knights, but I'm suspecting it's light cav because he must have seen the range. So that's a very nice move. So he can safely boom. Safely, kinda, because a few scouts and archers and spears are here. He needs to be a little bit careful with his wood line here and the villagers. Now, oh, he sees instantly. Nice. So he will not lose a villager. That's very good. 2 TCs coming down for red as well. And Genji has taken the lake. So Genji does not want to take the lake to fish himself, but to deny the fish from the opponents, and he's killed everything so far. So he's making a stable at home just to make 1 knight or 2 to kill the spears and the archers. Knights are coming in for Mununes as well, and they're going straight for red or purple. He's making knights, so knights here from purple. And a siege workshop. But he has to deal with these knights as well. Maybe a monastery home will be a good choice. Oh, he needs to be careful. Now, he's playing well, but he has to pay his attentions everywhere. On the top, on his base, so it's pretty hard to keep track of everything. So he lost the 2 villagers before he could react over here. And the knights here the fight did not went in his favor. He lost 3 knights to conversions. He lost the mangonel and his buildings. So Somero here will clean everything and will allow his team to take the lead of this game. Yellow is still trying to make towers and delay, but Somero is an age ahead in a far better position, gathering resources and having knights in the field. Knights here for Somero. Now, yes, they will go straight for yellow. Now, once again, yellow does not have anything to stop this. Even Plumed Archers here from Genji to help him, and he runs away. Yes, there's nothing he can do, so GG is called. Well played to the amigos. Although I think that Los Conxetumare played nicely, they put up a fight, and the move that Purple did here was good, but maybe if he went for light cap would have been better. And stable home and maybe a monastery, he would have been able to defend and keep the game going. And well played though, well played both teams. And the amigos go up 1-0. So we move to the next game. And the next game is Land Nomad. So, let's check the position of the players. So we have yellow over here with Hans, red over here with Vietnamese, and purple over here with Berbers. Oh boy, I see the positions of the pieces and almost everyone is atop each other. So we have Teal over here, Monunas with Bohemians, we have Ganji, Mongols, and we have Valas in between 2 players in the worst possible position with Kumans. So once again, we saw this position before. 2 players surround 1 player. Either 2 ways. Either he will delay them both until his teammates come and clean them up, or he will be completely destroyed. We'll see. So I think that the amigos have a better position actually, because Ganji over here and Mununes down here are in a much better position to aid their ally, because Midian here and yellow are at the edges of the map, which is not good because they can be walled in. They do not have many resources to go by with. So we'll see how this goes. So they start walling in, so yep, that's the wise choice. They want to trap him, but they do not know that his allies are so close to him. So with a fast castle and maybe a castle forward or siege workshop, things can change. And purple is very far away to help. Still, he can make a stable or come or with camel archers, but he will be late, I'm afraid, but we'll see. So Valas does not want to allow his ally to gather the resources here. And do you see now what do I mean by delaying? Look now. So 2 players are idling at least 4 villagers just to fight Valas's villagers. So we have 3 villagers over here from red, 4 villagers from yellow, and the villagers from Valas are running away. So already this is a huge... they're delaying a lot. One villager will barely escape, but in the next corner I think he will be cut off only if he blocks. Oh, nah, he didn't block, so 1 villager lost. So you see with the fights, he does not want to get walled. Oh, that's the wise move. He just sends out 2 villagers. Oh, that was a bad move here by Valas. He lost 2 villagers under the TC. Does he have Loom? Maybe they were too low HP or in the right angle for the TC to shoot with all the arrows. And you see Genji walled the yellow in, and he has a will fight over here of himself, and will fight here, so will fights everywhere. And that villager will go down by yellow. And actually the villagers that were running, where oh, there are the villagers from Valas, okay. Still, Will Wars, he trapped them in, but still they won't do much because they're palisade walls and they cost a lot. And if you just leave your villagers there fighting them, they will get them down eventually. Or you will have to spend wood indefinitely, keep them up. The Will fights here for Ganji, he's bringing back his low HP villagers. He lost a villager, and he decides to pull back. Valas is like, okay, since we're walled in here, we could just gather the deer. And I was thinking maybe if he deletes the wall, he could just sneak out, but no, he will see it for sure. Yeah, there's nowhere he can go. And purple is on the way to feudal age. So a lot of mess in this map. So Ganji rewalls this. I'm surprised now he's going to wall this as well. I was too fast to speak. Farms coming down for the Vietnamese player, which is not a good thing to see, but if you have green in this position, then yes, it's a good thing to see. Market and blacksmith coming down for Berbers. Maybe he will go for knights, because I did not see him gathering any stone. The market and blacksmith coming down for Mununes as well with Bohemians. Castle clicked for Berbers, so he will be the first one reaching Castle Age. I do not think that Valas will be ever able to hit a feudal age or even click it. Like, this is all his villagers. I see a couple of... Oh, no, actually, no, he sneaked. I don't know how you say that. Anyway, he has some villagers over here, so he's gathering deer, so he will be able to click up. And red just clicked up. A castle coming in the face of red over here. This will hurt. And no knights are coming in from purple, so he just makes another town center. So you see, if he had a couple of knights, usually when you go FC knights with FC castle, to drop a castle, I mean, the FC knights player would be faster because you need much less resources, right? So he might have like 2 knights here and he will be able to deny that or even delay it. But now that he's making economy, there is no one to help red. And help and yellow are in a very difficult position all of a sudden. And by the way, Bohemians have a very annoying unique unit at this stage of the game. When you are a feudal, your opponent is feudal and you have that kind of unit, yes, it's good. But in later stage of the game, I think it's a very bad unit. But now, yeah, he could delay and make a mess. Yellow is not up yet to feudal. He is going up, but Genji is going to castle, so he will make a castle instantly. So he will win against yellow, probably. Red is running, and the only hope they have is purple. Second DC down for Monones as well, so he does not stay behind with his economy. I feel like this unit, I don't know, it's so weird. Slow moving, I don't know. I thought about something, but I don't want to say it. It's like, it looks like a garbage or something. And it's fitting. Anyway, I think they need to rework this unit somehow and do something else. Castle here for Genji. And yellow has nowhere to run, unfortunately. So yellow will be soon out of the game, I believe. Once this is open and the Magodai are in, game over. So Vietnamese player made the Townsend, they're over here. Yellow is on his way to castle, but so Genji is not trying to open. He is trying to destroy the TC baby because he does not want to allow his opponent to get to castle age. But he will get castle age. And where are the Magodai going? Maybe he's going to find red and purple. Most probably. 30C coming down for Bohemians. And you can see how annoying these units can be at this stage of the game, like I said. It might be a garbage, but at this point is a good garbage. So monks cannot convert them if you do not have a redemption. And he's even making monasteries. He has 3 monasteries, so he will push. Stables coming down here for Kumans. Oh, he's gonna go full scouts? Maybe. Knights though. So this wave of monks is dead, but he's still converted to knights, so it's not that bad. And yellow is in a tough position. He's patron. He's just waiting. A castle over here, a very good castle. Full scouts from Valas. Nice. Yeah, this stage the game I feel like it's so over because Los Konxetumara is 2 players down. Yeah, the good thing with this unit, like, look at this, he can just hang out under the TC with taking minimal damage. It's better to fight it with villagers. Now, with scouts he can be very annoying because of this. He can just run around, the knights could never reach them because they run faster. So he's just going round and round, circles and circles. This TC will go down very soon. Yellow will be completely dead very soon. Even with this ram he's not able, because with a little bit of micro he can snipe the ram. Yeah, and the moment he commits, the ram touches the wall, the Magodai are out. Nice micro here by both. Almost nice. So you got it down. Ooh, the knights now are starting to raid from the Berbers player, but I think the economy for Mununis is so far ahead and they decide to call the game. I see the GG coming in. And well played to both teams, and especially well played to the Megos, which they won 2-0 and they passed to the next round. So well played. So let me just check to see what games we have to see tomorrow. Yeah, so we have 4 games to see tomorrow. Okay. So we're gonna see them tomorrow. Now, because we are getting in this round number 3 and round number 4 next, and on and on. So we're getting closer to the juicy games of the tournament. So all the games will be, not all, but some of the games. Okay, of course the semifinals and the finals will be casted live, but the games that will for the future rounds I will try to cast them live because they're very good games. So, thank you all for watching and for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the games. I hope I had a pleasant voice and accent. So right now I need to find someone to raid. I see that the Rappel is streaming, so we could raid him. Should I raid the Rappel or Tato? I'm gonna raid Rappel. Actually, I do not have the option to raid, I think. Because I do not see the command passing. Anyway, because when I do it from my stream, I'm able to do it. Anyway, that's unfortunate then. So once again, GG. No raid, unfortunately. And thank you for watching. And if all goes well, I'll see you all tomorrow again.